Hello, 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 and welcome back to some more Rune Factory 2. One can only. Finally. It's been a while. I was. Okay. Okay. I was not okay. I was sick for a few days. Yeah, I got a notice that I had an inspection coming in, so I was all like, okay, get that done, then go and record. While I was cleaning for the inspection, I started coming down with. Um, I'm pretty sure it's just a flu. I really hope it wasn't COVID because all of my COVID tests are expired, so I don't know for sure if it was or not, and I'm just hoping that it was not. But I'm pretty sure it was just a normal old flu. But essentially it meant that if I tried to breathe... If I tried... Oh, haha, Zara. Actually... Wait. Let's see if Zara wants to do some voice chat for the rooms. Oh, she does not, huh? Sigh. Anyway, whatever. So while I was cleaning, I started finding that I was getting... Yeah, if I tried to breathe too deeply, I would start coughing, like, a lot, and it would hurt. So it's like, okay, well, just don't breathe too deeply. Well, everything that I could do made me, need to breathe really deeply. Took out some cardboard. That was a lot. Like, washing the counter, standing up. Also, the classic flu-like symptoms, apparently flu-like, I don't know, of my body is freezing, my head is boiling. So there I am, wrapped up in, like, shirt, second shirt, throw over, coat. With an ice pack on my forehead. Fortunately, I still have those ice packs from 2 years ago. Ice packs are good to just have, as it turns out. They don't take up much freezer space. And just, if you need an ice pack for something, boom, you can get it. Like, even though I'm not sure if I ever actually used one while growing up. I'm not sure if I ever actually saw someone else use one while I was growing up. I mean, like, in person. I don't know. Maybe I did. Heck, maybe I have been in accidents and whatever. Anyway, I tried to do as much cleaning as I could. I was sick, blah, blah, blah. Morning of the inspection. Normally I'd be, like, up and about trying to do some last-minute cleaning. I was able to take out the trash. I think I was able to take out the trash. And that was about it. And then it's just like, no, just in bed, try not to breathe too hard. I'll bundled up in blankets. The heat cranked up higher than it has been all winter long. Ice pack on forehead. Just... yeah. People come in for the inspection. I go open the door for them, put on a mask, open the door for them, tell it's like, hey, think I'm sick, you might want to wear a mask. So you don't get sick. It's like, hey, I'm sick, you might want to wear a mask. And then the woman is just like, yeah, I'm just going to do the inspection anyway. And it's just like, whatever. I stepped back, leaned on the counter, ice pack to my forehead, trying to face away from them, so, I mean, whatever. Although with the mask, I don't think that would matter much, and whatever. Just standing there waiting for the inspection to be over. I passed the inspection at least. But she said that she was giving me a pass because I'm sick. So, well, because I was sick. I'm not still sick. I think. I don't know. It's like, okay, I'll give you a pass because you're sick, but do need to clean up, like, more. And it's like, yeah. And also she's all like, oh, it kind of smells musty in here. Do you smell that? It's like kind of musty. I'm like, I was like, do you smell that? I'm just like, no. It's like, oh, right, you're sick. It's kind of musty in here. Then, yeah, I noticed it did kind of smell. After the fact, when I was able to, you know, smell stuff again properly, I didn't have, like, a runny nose or anything. I just couldn't really smell because I had a mask over my face. So I could only smell the mask. The mask smelled musty. It needs to be washed. After coughing in it as much as I did. And then, but you know what? So, got an inspection a month from now, and you know what? I complain about those inspections so much, but hey, they do get me to clean, and being in a clean environment is a good thing and all that, so I know I need to clean more. I just don't do so. Knowing that you need to do a thing and actually doing the thing are two different things. Like, knowing that I still had to record some Rune Factory and actually wanting to record it. Fortunately, I had some episodes of Pal World recorded that were just like, well, these can go up at some point. I was actually going to upload episode 1 for a Saturday and start having that be a weekly upload. And it's like, well, I need something for Rune Factory, and I'm too sick to really record. Actually, I think Pal World, I don't know which one it is exactly, episode 6 or so, I recorded, like, the day after, and I'm not entirely sure how well it came across in the recording, but I was definitely too sick to do a proper recording. Just... Pal World is fun, by the way. I did a bunch of episodes of it, and then I got sick, and thankfully, correlation does not equal causation, otherwise that would be bad news for the game. I was also didn't want to do extra fish percent, so I uploaded more Pal World, and then the next day after is like still like didn't bit too sick for Rune Factory, knew that I had to get back to it eventually, and decided, you know what, do the Pal World, and whenever I can't upload Rune Factory, I'll upload Pal World instead. I know I blah 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 episode 2 was blah 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 not replacing a Rune Factory, whatever. Thursdays and Fridays for right now are kind of awkward times as it stands, but I'll find other stuff for those. Probably. So yeah, so in the future I don't need to record like an extra like 6 or 7 episodes of Rune Factory if I'm leaving for like a week or whatever. I'll just use extra Power Worlds for that. So you might not see another episode of Power World for a while, but I think I have, what, 8 episodes recorded? I was going to do more today, but I realized, oh, hey, I'm also out of... I was also out of Tevi episodes. I had to go record more Tevi. It's like... So I think after I'm done with this episode that I'm recording here, I'm going to go and record more Tevi. Oh, also, new news. I got my second monitor working! Wunderbar news. I don't know if it... I don't know how obvious it is, but I am talking a bit quieter than usual, just because of the... I don't want to have to breathe too heavily, because it could still make me cough again. I don't want to risk it. But yeah, I got my second monitor working, so now I can record games on the proper desktop computer properly. With OBS on one monitor, game on the other, and just play the game. Oh yeah, and right now there was supposed to have been a ponies game today, but I told them all that I wasn't unavailable this weekend, and once you pull the plug and say that like a session is not going to happen, like you can't then go back 3 days later and go, oh hey, session happened. Right, hi, it's Sunday. I was supposed to be out of town this weekend. Fortunately, the plans fell through and didn't work, because otherwise I would have had to have been recording a bunch of episodes while I also had to clean for an inspection while I was also sick. Fortunately, the plans fell through, so I didn't have to record a bunch of episodes, so I could just deal with being sick and cleaning for an inspection. Just having 2 things to do instead of, 3 things at once. Oh. Watering can empty, yo. So I've been playing so much Paper Mario Randomizer, and yeah, she enjoys it. It's fun. We still have that first one to finish uploading, and I had an idea for a rando that we could try to do together. We play the same scene at the same time again. However, I know where the end goal is, and she doesn't. Yeah. What we've been kind of doing lately, instead of having to, beat certain number of chapters, then go through Bowser's castle and defeat Bowser, like we do in the one that I'm uploading, she's just been doing a set X amount of power stars available, set Y amount, which is less than or equal to X. Once you collect that many, go up to like the summit, and then you win the run. And then you win the seed. Also, starting without boots or a hammer, so you cannot jump. You need the boots in order to jump in the first place. So much for Jumpman Mario. And also, thanks to an idea from me, she's been doing a only 1 power star in the entire game. You have to get it, make it to the summit. You have to find that power star, make it to the summit, then you win. With me checking over the seeds to make sure it's not like, in a Toad Town shop or something super easy like that. That's not going to be like her first check. So yeah. But she's like a lot better at the game than I am. So I'd have to like puzzle things out and stuff. But also, if we're doing it where we can like watch each other playing, which like you did at the last one, she sees me going off to some area, but then she can go, oh, why are you going over there? Because like she did a run last night where the power star was in the toy box. You needed I think you specifically need a jump and not just use paracarry, I think. I don't know. Whatever. So you had to go to a Toad Town shop to get paracarry. You start with Bombette, so you can go all the way back to the, like, Goomba village. You get jump there. Go down the chapter 1 path a little bit to get the train. Then you can go into the toy box, which was vanilla. Yeah, sometimes, like, the chapter castles or whatever, the dungeons, lead to other dungeons. So you could go into the toy box and it'd be like the volcano or something. I think that's... yeah, you could see that in our scene as well, in our run. So yeah, you had to go in there. But you also... And then while you're in the toy box, you can get cake mix. Go and have that be turned into cake. I think that's all you needed. And then you could go in for the Power Star. But, like, playing it with Azura watching, and then she knows, like, hey, why are you going all the way to Goomba Village already? With just a paracarry instead of trying to find a jump somewhere else. Well, because that's the easiest jump to get. It's like, oh, you found a toy train there? Well, why would you be looking for the train? It's like, why are you going into Toy Box? Like, to be fair, I didn't know. Like, I'd be there looking up, like, how do you get further in Toy Box? Because, yeah, you need the cake. And I didn't know that, so I'd probably go all the way up to the guy. Yep, there's me trying to figure out, like, okay, where's the treadmill room? And there's Zara just there, like, ooh. You're looking for something, aren't you? I'm just there, like, maybe? Okay, but, like, hypothetically speaking, if you were a treadmill room, how would you get to you? So in addition to starting to play Power World and recording it for the most part, I also started playing Hearthstone. Not recording it, but I maybe should have been. There are some very fun game modes on Hearthstone. Like, I thought Hearthstone was like, you know, just the card game itself. It's like, I already play Magic, but... And I play Magic on Arena sometimes, why would I also want to play Hearthstone? It's like, no, Hearthstone has its own special game modes that don't exist in Magic and probably couldn't exist in Magic. You know what? Maybe this Saturday, nice episode of Hearthstone match. Trying to figure out this one I've been enjoying the most lately, and it's basically an auto battler. Like, you have the shop phase where you can get coins to buy stuff. You can buy basically like monster cards, whatever. And those, like, go out into play. Hearthstone also has a monster limit of 7, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh's 5 or Magic's Infinity. So, you know, there's that. So with all... So yeah. So you can buy monsters from the shop, put them in, and then there's, like, the battle phase, where they battle the opponent's monsters, because you're grouped up into, like, a group of 8 players. Everyone is working on this. They fight against each other. Whichever team winds up winning deals some amount of damage to the opponent, based off of the tier that they have reached in the shop, and the tier of the monsters that they still have remaining. If that doesn't make sense, that's fine. Like I said, I'll probably have a video about it. Not just explaining it, but actually playing it, so you can see, oh, that's what she meant. Yeah, it's supposed to be out this weekend because there's a Magic event going on in Edmonton. It was going on Saturday. And there's a bit of a lack of communication, all that, and I decided, oh, it doesn't actually work out for the other people involved. Okay, it's okay, I'll not go. And then it turns out I wound up getting sick and had to do an inspection anyway, so it's like, you know what, that's fine. It works. This is fine. It works out. Do I sound, like, insanely depressed? I'm trying not to sound, like, heartbroken about it, because frankly, the idea was that I wanted to go to a like proper magic event and bring my brother to his first magic event because I thought that would be nice, you know, siblings bonding moment, whatever. But I found out it's like, oh, my brother wouldn't actually be going; it would be just me. And it's like, oh, when I found out about that, I lost most of the interest in it. If I lived in Edmonton, I would probably have still gone regardless. I mean, you know, yeah, take the LRT or borrow a vehicle or whatever. I've been thinking about getting a car for myself, another nice used car, and try to drive around enough to make it actually worthwhile, but I really don't, like, unless I drove down to Edmonton, I think at least twice, maybe 3 times a month, it wouldn't be worth it. Oh, also I got contacted for a potential for getting a new job, and I have no idea what the job actually entails because it's something about making lesson plans, talking with people through the internet, through audio and visual, whatever, and something trans supporting, and I don't know what they want of me, but it pays like $75 an hour, so I'm like, yes, sign me up, and I will go for this. What do you want me to do? I'll do it. $75 an hour? Heck yeah. Part-time, limited position, whatever. They need random availability. It's like, yes. Try to give me at least like 24 hours notice of when you want me, and I'll try to make sure I can be there for it. Especially since I don't actually have to go out to somewhere. It's like, heck yes, $75 an hour is... Oh my gosh, that's... a lot? Pretty sure my last job was 15 an hour, so... yes? Da, 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 da. Oh, also I joined a new D&D campaign because the last group was meh. So I tried joining in with the new group. They play on Mondays, so tomorrow is going to be our session 0. And characters are crazy. I don't know what it is about card games. I just really like card games. I'm trying to think, is there any actual other news from the past, like, half a week that I want to share with, and just, you know, it's also about sharing, it's me talking out loud about the things that have recently happened so I can think about the stuff that I have had going on, and just come to a conclusion about what I think about certain things. So, supposedly, the next big magic event that's going on in Edmonton might actually be able to bring my brother too. Things are just busy with the family right now, blah blah blah. Don't want to get into all of that. Sharing the family's personal details online doesn't sound like something I'd want to do. There's a way to full screen retro arc, isn't there? Makes it look all weird, but there is like a full screen button. Anyway. Honestly, I think today I'll just record a bunch more Tevi. Maybe Pal World can start uploading after Tevi's done. I don't know. I just needed a few extra episodes of something to finish it up. My upload schedule isn't completely perfect, but I'm still working on the 2 uploads a day thing, as much as I can get away with. Still need 9 levels of logging. Oh yeah, oh gosh, I had so many like uploads like scheduled and planned and ready and stuff, and now it's like I have basically reached the wall. I have, including this episode I'm recording right now, I have 5 that haven't gone up. Yeah, well, to be fair, I also have a few more weeks of the Paper Mario, and I do have a bunch of Power World, just need to edit those and uploads for those, but it's like, yeah, I need to do a lot more. I need to do a lot more recording. I need to get back into 3 episodes a day. I did, like, 1 episode in the past, like, 3 or 4 days before today. Due to other personal reasons, so now I need to do better than that. Maybe I'll get back into Rune Factory 5 randomly. And have everything be good and fine. And nothing is weird or wrong at all in the slightest. Interesting. Ah. I feel like there's so much I could talk about, but it's like, don't really want to. It's like, yeah, I could talk about Pal World and how it is, you know, what Pokemon Legends Arceus should have been, but I also talk about that in the Pal World. We talk about Tevi. Tevi is a fun game. Not a big fan of all of the fan service. Talk about the D&D character, but it's the same Marissa that I played before and thus have probably talked about before, so it's... Could talk about what else is going on in the world at large, and frankly, there's too much sadness going on in the world at large to Yeah. So there's so many games out there and so many that I want to play, and I just I I like to think that I'm not really impacted as much by depression anymore because I don't have such episodes, but it's like I've played maybe 8 episodes of Pal World, something around there, maybe 10 or so, and I'm like, I'd be very fine with just not playing it again. Yeah, I enjoyed the game. I'd be completely fine if I just never played it, though. Like, just so used to disappointment that I bring it upon myself before others have to bring it on for me. I can just... Nah, I'm fine. Yeah, this is the thing I like. I'd be fine without it. That's why I want to actually just play the games and just beat the games and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, I almost low-key dread playing Rune Factory 2 every other day. To be fair, most of the episodes are basically just do this over and over again. One in-game day. One day closer to getting the 4-leaf clovers, or whatever, yeah, the clovers, to making the levelizers. And it's like, do 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 do. At least once my logging skill actually gets up to 99, there's no reason to bring it to 99 for the record. There's no reason for doing all this. I'm just doing it anyway. But once it actually gets up to 99, then I can make myself stop doing this. And it's like 11 a.m. in game. And I'm just still here. So I need to just find a game that I've been doing recordings of and do enough recordings of it to just finish the game, then move on to the next game and just binge that game. Playing one episode of a game per week, or even one episode every other day, is not inclusive, conductive to proper gameplay. Because I spend half the episode trying to remember the controls. And it's like, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna binge Rune Factory. Like, I'm already ready for this to end. Checking OBS to see we're 34 minutes into the video, like... Even with the fast forward. I mean, yeah, fast forward doesn't change real world time. Like I said, about one in-game day per video. Yeah, Rune Factory 5 is a huge change, because one in-game day is like 2 hours. So, I'd be all, why would they do that? But that would make it seem like I'm ungrateful for that. So yeah, make the game days take longer. It's gonna be a royal hassle when I finally play through that game watering can only, and it's just like, actually takes me some time to beat the game. If I had known that I would have liked Pal World as much as I actually did, I would have absolutely bought it when it was like first came out and was first like on like a 10% sale. Definitely like Pal World a lot more than I liked Baldur's Gate 3. What other new games do I have here? Idle Wizard, that's... meh, whatever, of a game. Witch Hand, that's also cards. Can I record 2 episodes of 2 different games at the same time? Momodora, Moonlit Farewell. I enjoyed Momodora. Incarnation, I might get 1 episode out of it, but I don't necessarily need just a single episode of a game. Mystical Map. No idea what that one is about. Moonstone Island. You have little companions, you can make a little farm. Someone beat the entire game in just the demo. That was funny. Go around to little dungeons and stuff. Moonstone Island definitely feels like a game that's supposed to be like a long play game. Like a game you would play for like 80 or so hours. If I look at Power World, I am literally 22 hours into the game. To be fair, quite a bit of that time was idle AFK time. And I've got like almost half of the achievements. 5 out of 12 achievements in 22 hours. And people are saying they have like worlds where they have 600 plus hours in one world. And it's like, how? How does that happen? How do you do that? Yeah. Uncharted and Valheim, open world survival craft, I believe is the term for these games. And yeah, open world survival craft. Which I think Power World technically falls under too. It's open world. Yeah, open world survival craft. There is something to be said about open world survival craft type games, where if they're done well, they can be really nice. It's just that if they're not done well, then you have some issues to deal with. And Power World is just open world survival craft with Pokemon, which is what I thought Pokemon Legends Arceus was going to be. Open world survival craft with Pokemon. And they're just like, no. Hey, I know that we said we're doing something completely different for a brand new take on like a Pokemon game that isn't even like a new generation of game or a rehash of a previous generation. But let's just do basically the exact same formula as always. Yeah, here's like a little tiny area that you have access to until you beat the first, get the first badge, fight against this person the first time. Now you get access to Area 2, and you can go around catching Pokemon in here. No, it's still turn-based battles, it's not real-time combat. Harold has flippin' real-time combat. I like the real-time combat. Oh gosh, there are 99 of us, but we have to. But we only have 99 real turn combat. My older sister left the computer, so I got on and found myself coordinating a real-time combat in a game, and I don't play MMOs. Why am I tired? I might still be a bit sick. You know what? Fine. Might still be, but it's not to the point of needing bed. It's to the point of that. I'm tired, so I yawn, so I cough. That's about it. That's all I got. Do. Yeah, Uncharted and Valheim are both also open world survival craft, just like Power World, so I think I'd want to play through Power World first, and like, I don't think that I necessarily want to be playing 2 games of the same genre, like, concurrently? Essentially at the same time. So I have you know, I played through the Paper Mario, so played through that, not still playing that. Okay. Rune Factory, farming game. So don't particularly want to go to Moonstone Island as well, because that's also a farming game, but that is a bit different because it's like a farming game, but you also like have monsters and go through dungeons and fight. Deck building creature collector farming sim. A bit different. And it's like, yeah, playing Tevi, a Metroidvania, so I don't also want to do Momodora, a Metroidvania. Could play Witch Hand, because I'm pretty sure that's just roguelike deck building. Could do another roguelike game. If I ever get to a point of X day of the week is for an X type of game, I mean, to be fair, that would be great. Sundays, games with Azura. Mondays, story-based games, which Spring are is very much story and plot-driven. What takes does it have? JRPG? Choose your own adventure. And character custom. Are we looking at the same game here? But sure. JRPG. Tuesday, I think I have Moonlighter in now, so what, Shop Simulator? Yeah, sure. I wonder if I've ever done actually a recipe for the channel. That could be a fun one to play through. I've already played through it. I don't know if I beat it. Whatever. Yeah, Tuesday, Shop Simulator. Wednesday, Danganronpa. Visual Novel Wednesdays, I guess? Thursdays, Metroidvanias. Fridays, Miscellaneous. Saturdays, New Games. Truth be told, that could work rather well. Yeah, Fridays, Fish Percent. Fish Percent Fridays. I actually really prefer the Fish Percent seeds, where I get to know where the fish is. And it's just a puzzle of trying to find the fish. You know, figure out how to get to one of the fish places. Instead of, oh, I have to find the fish all from, like, the beginning. Although, then again, Fish Percent run through the seed 50-minute, once I reach the 50-minute mark, then seeing, oh my gosh, this is where the fishes are! Because there's 2 fish, remember? Yeah, I thought about combining it with Bizarre's Power Star collections for her Paper Mario. Yeah, 2 Power Stars in the game, you just need one of them to win. Well, I just need to find one of the fish. And we just need to basically race each other, trying to get it. Yeah, that seed that I mentioned that she did, I think was like last night, that could have been like a 20-minute seed, she spent like 2 or 3 hours on. So I mean, hey, if you don't know where to go, you don't know where to go. And there I am with the log. It's like, oh, maybe you want to talk to Merlot. There's probably something good there. It's like, Claire, stop trolling. It's like, no, there was one of the companions there. It actually was useful. Wasn't needed. Pretty sure it wasn't needed. Okay, so if I check the OBS, we're about 45 minutes in. If I check the time, okay. Yeah, I got all the fields watered. Just need that outside field to be watered again. So yeah, logging level 93. I got at least 3 levels of that. And I mean, I joke around a bit here and there, but honestly, I do think that having a whole different genre of game for each of the days of the week would be useful to me, so I don't mix them up and stuff, but it doesn't particularly matter. What really matters is I need to learn how to actually play through an entire game and finish it, and then get started on another one. Rune Factory is different, it's an exception. And some games, as mentioned, take a heck of a long time to play through, but the ones that take a long time to play through would be good for the semi-dailies. Like, Tevi is already at, what, 18, 19 episodes, something like that? And it's nice to know, when first getting into a game, how long I can expect it to take, which I can kind of do on Steam. I can, like, read reviews, find reviews from people who say that they've beaten the game, and see, like, how much playtime that they have. And that's a good estimation, because if someone has, like, 2 hours of playtime and they say that they've beaten it, and not just one person, if people on average have about 2 to 3 hours and they say that they've beaten it, that's probably not going to take... It's probably only going to take 2 or 3 hours to beat. But of course, sometimes with very long games, someone might have like 600 hours and they say that they beat it, but what they mean is they beat it 50 hours in and have simply played it 12 times. Or like they beat it, but then they like kept their computer on with the game running because, oh well, whoops, so. Made a weird noise right there. Don't think that picked up from the microphone. Hey, kitty, are you being picked up by the microphone? Are you gonna make bird sounds? I like your bird sounds, Cinnamon. They're nice. Yeah, no pickle juice for you. So I finished this, set to upload, start playing Tevi again. The game is interesting and fun. And it really knows how to drip feed. It knows how to tease abilities, which is really good. Sometimes I play flippin' Metroidvanias, and it's like the first instance that I see something that might require, like, a double jump, like, within that same episode, I get the double jump ability. And it's like, hey, here's a wall you need to double jump to get over. Oh, don't worry, though. Here's the double jump ability. Now you can get over that wall you just saw 5 minutes ago. As opposed to, like, some of these things, I don't know what exact type of ability I need to get through them. I just know I need something. And it's like, what is it gonna be? I don't know. I don't know what I need, but I need something. And it's gotta be good. Oh, right, it's Tuesday. I can totally do this. I wish I could customize Azura's Paper Mario Rando seeds for items in specific areas, because I want to put, I want to give her like a 1 Power Star seed, where she can see where the Power Star is from like the beginning of the game. She just can't get it until after she does, you know, a bunch of other checks. I want to try. I'm curious, not specifically as an idea for a seed to give to Azura. Like, what's the longest, like, chain that you can do? Like, say, I mean, like, the letters. Like, once you find a letter, you can give it to someone, get an item. The item that you get could be another letter that you give to someone else to get another letter. And, like, so you can chain through all of the letters. Like, items that you get to do a check that gives you an item that you can get to do another check to get an item. Just the longest chain sequence possible. Bonus points if the ending item is one that you can see from the very beginning of the game. There's like a little pond in Toad Town where you can see what the item is there, but you need the fish. You need the fish companion to get that check. The ultimate fish percent. You know, heck, just have everything else be randomized in logic and stuff. Just put a fish. Just put the Power Star right there. Still fish percent. Regardless, I think that's it for the episode. I am... Get well soon.